Long live the Empire.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
Hey there guys, Unofficial Star Wars here, hope you're all doing well. In this video we have an exciting Mandalorian Season 3 update here and a little bit of a tease at that, so we're just gonna hop right on into it. In today's video we're going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'm gonna have their full article linked down in the description down below for you guys to check out as well. As it reads, the Mandalorian Season 3's Empire storyline is teased by Giancarlo Esposito, the one and only that plays Moff Gideon. Since Giancarlo Esposito was announced to join the Mandalorian in 2020, he's expressed nothing but excitement about the role and his inclusion in the Star Wars franchise, so it's fortunate that his character, Moff Gideon, survived the last season's finale and has constantly teased his role in Season 3. Not only has Esposito been hyping up his return as the Empire devotee, but also the next season as an overall whole, ahead of its debut in February of 2023, only 5 months away at this point in time. Esposito has called it off the chain, and he's also said that viewers are going to be amazed. So that all being said, it's no surprise that Esposito has continued to rile up his role as Moff Gideon in the upcoming third season of The Mandalorian at a recent fan convention. Recently speaking at Fan Expo Canada, Giancarlo Esposito was asked about his role as Moff Gideon in Season 3 of The Mandalorian, which led to the interviewer exclaiming that the Empire's new battle cry, "Long live the Empire," and causing Esposito to repeat it twice in that much of an excitement. Giancarlo Esposito was also asked about if he was interested in portraying the character outside of the Mandalorian show, such as, in quotes, a future Star Wars video game. The actor excitedly responded with, "Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? It would be a wonderful thing," and that he heard that Navid, out of Ubisoft Montreal, who actually was the writer of Far Cry 6, is now moving on to Star Wars and doing something for a Swedish company. Esposito knew very little about it, he says, but planned to call Navid, saying, "Yo, what's up? Teaser, teaser, teaser," ending the quote right there. As in, of course, referring to, give me something about this new Star Wars game that you're potentially working on, and give me something, please, is what he's essentially saying. Now, from there, the article continues to talk about, however, Esposito also pointed out that he said that a second, "Long live the Empire" for a reason at the beginning of the article. Season 3 of The Mandalorian, he says, watch, watch, watch. And honestly, I have no idea what he's meaning or what he's trying to really convey or say all that much. Maybe some type of cryptic teaser or something like that to kind of avoid his contracts that he's of course signed to not spoil or say anything about what he's working on with Star Wars. Or at the same time, it also seems that he's just that dang excited for whatever upcoming stuff he has for the third season of The Mandalorian. From there, the article continues to talk about, after hyping the upcoming third season of The Mandalorian for fans, Esposito was asked about his self-made Moff Gideon character and how his inherent of proficiency is similar to other characters. Esposito agreed, saying that Moff Gideon, for when everything fell apart, there were wardens who were placed in different parts of the particular galaxy to maintain some type of order. The Star Wars actor also compared it to real life, that there's a protocol to life, he says, and that politeness we must follow also, and how whether people know it or not, they are in a service to the whole. In that full quote of what Giancarlo Esposito says, in quote, "Now whether you realize it or not, we are all being corralled into being orderly. There is a protocol to life. There is a politeness we must all follow. There is a respect that we need to learn to be able to say and stay within the lines of either our own lines or the lines of what the government, the church says to create, or a whole human being who respects others, who, whether or not you know it or is in a service as a whole." But as Giancarlo Esposito also put it, when someone, the Empire, steps out and when everything falls apart and you have to no leadership and everything is just kind of crumbling, we all would want someone to stand up and have some kind of vision for what is to be about all of us. Moff Gideon has the vision, as he has been given that wardenship over a particular part of geographic landmass, and that he also sees that the other wardens aren't really as strong or as powerful as him, he says. And as Moff Gideon gains more power and control, he gets a taste of, oh, I can straighten it all out, and how the Imperial became drunk with the idea that his vision is better. In the full quote of what Giancarlo has to say, and quote, "If you only listen to me, and you would all be better, better. And then underneath it, oh, I have a better vision, and I want to do this, this, and this. And then he becomes, in a way, not only drunk with power, but drunk with the idea that his vision is better than anyone else's. Ending the quote right there. And man, oh man, this gives us some huge insights and news and teases at that for what we can expect not only with the third season of The Mandalorian, but also the future of the Mandoverse at that as well. How other remnants of the Empire is going to be acting and reacting at that there as well, especially as Moff Gideon breaks out of the New Republic jail, which is another plot leak and point that we have known about for the third season of The Mandalorian, and is going to rise back up to more power and maybe taking control of other Imperial remnants, and how he might clash heads with some of those other wardens or Moff-like leaders that the Empire has left behind. However, as the article continues to say, but it's curious how Esposito zeroed in on the Long Live the Empire declaration, bringing back the Empire and the Emperor himself as well, leading to something that would be maybe bigger than Moff Gideon himself. I have a few theories and speculations I'm going to talk about in just a moment, but getting back to what the article says here, as many fans have speculated since the first season of The Mandalorian, the series is setting up the stage for Darth Sidious and his return through cloning that we saw in the sequel trilogy and really just with The Rise of Skywalker, which was, of course, revealed in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. But it also appears that The Mandalorian will help give fans more context to how Sidious was really revived and brought back from the dead. However, from how Esposito talks about Gideon, it's hard to imagine him giving up the potential seat of the Emperor back to Sidious, and he has that thirst and that taste for his own power, although being so thoroughly defeated last season could have softened his overall ego there as well. However, for now, fans are going to have to wait for what Gideon has in plan and for what the third season of The Mandalorian is going to hold, as it's going to debut on Disney Plus in February of 2023. And from there, that's where the article ends. As I had mentioned, I have this full article linked down in the description down below. Now, let's talk about this little bit of a theory and speculation here, because I'm dying to talk about it. Moff Gideon, the actor Giancarlo Esposito, says that his character is going to become so drunken with this taste of power and just only want more and more and more. However, I think, in my own thoughts and opinions, as a theory or speculation, that he's going to become so blinded by this want and this desire of power that it would actually lead to his own demise. In other words, I think that he would simply just get too cocky with the idea of that he's in power and maybe somebody else would sneak up on him and take him out that way, and that he would give up his actual seat and leave room for the actual Darth Sidious himself that we later see in the sequel trilogy. However, I want to know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'd absolutely love to hear what you guys all think here about this huge tease and news and update and insights and everything you want to call it for The Mandalorian Season 3. This makes me so dang excited for the third season of The Mandalorian, and it really does also put into perspective that we're getting so close to the third season of Mando here, only 5 months away now at this point in time of recording and releasing and publishing this video, as it's going to be coming out February of 2023. Hopefully it will remain with that release date there as well. There have been a few worries and speculations that it would also be pushed back, seeing that Andor was pushed back about a month. However, I'll talk about this in a separate future video here on the channel, so hit the subscribe button and join us here today. We talk about all types of Star Wars news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel, everything Star Wars related, so if you guys are into that, hit the subscribe button and join us here today. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, as it really does help with the channel, and check our Instagram unofficial Star Wars for more Star Wars related content, guys, and thanks so much for watching today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one, guys. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.